या तेरी बंसी शाम तेरी बंसी पुकारे राधा नाम लोग करे मीरा को यूं ही बदनाम लोग करे मीरा को यूं ही बदनाम शाम तेरी बंसी कन्हैया तेरी बंसी शाम तेरी बंसी पुकारे राधा नाम शाम तेरी बंसी पुकारे राधा नाम राधा का भी शाम को तो मीरा का भी शाम राधा का भी शाम को तो मीरा का भी शाम।
ओम अखंडमंडलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनं शलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। So, namaskar to all of you, especially the Chief Justice of the Kolkata High Court, Sri Radha Krishnan ji is also here. I think he came half an hour before anything started. Thank you, sir. So nice to have you here. This is not my first time in Calcutta. Second time? Third time. So the subject given to me today is practical Vedanta in everyday life. Yeah. So first we have to see what Vedanta could mean and what everyday life is all about. Everyday life you would know what it is. You look at Vedanta and try to fit both these things together, then you have the subject to the talk today. I'm quite accustomed to sitting comfortably with cross-legged. I feel like I'm hanging on a peg here. But that's okay, it's quite comfortable. With my age advancing, I can lean probably. There is a word in Sanskrit, Brahmaleen, means leaning towards the Brahma. So, let's start. Now the word Vedanta, let me explain this first. In fact, today's beautiful music song, which started with the lovely song of Narsingh Mehta of Gujarat, Vaishnava Janato, kind of explains how to lead this everyday life with the heart anchored in the Vedantic understanding. So, the word meaning of Vedanta is Veda, Anta. Veda, you know the Vedas. Anta, the end of the Vedas. Which doesn't mean to finish the Vedas, not the end of the Vedas. It means that particular subject which is dealt with in the last part of the Veda. Now when you say Vedas, people usually think Vedas are Samhitas. No, Vedas include Samhita portion. Both Rig Veda, Yajurveda, Samveda, Atharvana Veda. All four include the Samhita. They start with the Samhita portion. Then basically hymns. And then move on to what are called Brahmanas. Brahmanas are those parts of the Vedas, those that deal with the ceremonial practices which are required for normal human beings like you and me. Not always, but many times. And then from the Brahmanas you go to what are called Aranyakas. Now Aranyakas, from the word Aranya, which means the forest. That wisdom which was taught in the forest academies, where the rishi sat with the student face to face and in an intimate atmosphere studied and understood the secrets of the Samhitas and the Brahmanas, what they actually mean, what is the essence of the Vedas. This is the Aranyaka. Now Upanishad forms the last part of the Aranyaka section, and it's kind of from Aranyaka to Upanishad is a very, very smooth transit. In fact, some Upanishads are Aranyakas. Adi Shankara, who is one of the greatest commentators on Upanishads, gave another meaning to Shad. He said Shad also means to shake up. Shake up what? Shake us up from the ordinary mode of understanding in which we are. But he called it waking one up from the sleep of ignorance, shaking one up from the sleep of ignorance. So what is the sleep of ignorance according to Shankara? Same thing that we discussed, which is looking at things which are not real and thinking they're real, and thereby not being able to see that which is real. So this shad is that shaking up, manthan. But psychologically, when you take to the practical study of the Upanishad, what happens in the shake-up? You know what happens in the old story of the Samudra Manthan, when the Devas and the Asuras churned the ocean of milk? What came out first? So when you first begin the churning, what is inside comes out. The psychiatrist knows this. He talks to you, everything that is inside comes out. And if it doesn't come out, you cannot get rid of it. So when you begin the actual churning as a spiritual exercise, very often what is inside, what is stale, what is covering the truth comes out. And then that is the time not to get frightened and run away, but to deal with it and go beyond. So this is another meaning of shaking up. Shad. And what does knee mean? Knee is a word in the middle to connect these two, and it kind of defines the position of the teacher and the taught. How does it define the position? The word niche in Hindi, down, comes from the root ni. According to Upanishad, physically now we are in the correct position. You're down and I'm up. But that, no, the meaning of that is the study of the Upanishad begins with the understanding that with the humility of understanding that I don't know, so let me listen. Let me hear and understand. The disciple went to the Rishi, not saying that I know, but saying that I don't know. So please, can you teach me? Look into the Upanishads. Most of the Upanishads are dialogues between the teacher and the taught. There's an open dialogue between the two, where the teacher says something, the disciple looks at it and says, so now what? In fact, there is an Upanishad called the Prashna Upanishad, which means question Upanishad. There is an Upanishad called Keno Upanishad, Who Upanishad, which says, who are you actually? Identity crisis has been there for 2000 years. Who am I? Nothing new. Who am I? So there is an Upanishad which is called the Who Upanishad, Keno Upanishad. It is one of the most ancient and principal Upanishads that we have. So this is the Upanishad, the dialogue between the teacher and the taught, trying to find the truth, which means, when I say I'm finding the truth, trying to find the truth, which means I have realized that what I think is true may not be true, it may be something else, beyond. Something is, but that is not as I think it is, it could be something else. For that you need an open mind, and that open mind is what is required in the understanding of Vedanta. Vedanta basically is the Upanishad. Of course, the Bhagavad Gita is also an Upanishad. How? The Gita itself proclaims at the end of each chapter, it is Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So this is the Bhagavad Gita. Upanishads, this is the Upanishad. What is the subject matter? Brahma Vidyayam. It is the knowledge of the truth, the Brahman. Yoga Shastra, it is also the practical way of how to find that one. It's easy to say, oh well, the world is not as it seems, there is this real. But how do you touch it? To touch it, you need sadhana, practice. There are different ways of calming your mind and reaching out to that which is infinite. So this training is yoga. Yoga is not merely standing on your head. I mean, that's also yoga, part of yoga, because yoga has many parts. Yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, samadhi, ashtanga, 8 parts of yoga. So your asana, you see, is only one of them. In fact, last year I was in Geneva talking to the WHO. They said we need a talk on yoga. I said, can we call it yoga beyond asanas? Because people usually think asanas are good. I have been practicing yoga asanas from the age of 10. I'm 70 now. Unless I have a fever, I can't get up. I do daily 15 to 20 minutes. Probably that's the secret of my physical stuff, I think. I don't know. Maybe there's another energy inside. But definitely yoga asanas are good, but yoga is the science of trying to find the truth by stilling the mind. Patanjali describes yoga in standard text on yogic teachings. Yoga is chitta vritti nirodha. Yoga, the stilling of the disturbances and distractions of the mind. First step. That happens when the mind becomes clear. Now, at the moment we can't see the mind anywhere except in the brain. So let's say the brain becomes clear for the time. It's a question of whether the mind only is the brain or the brain is we won't discuss that right now. Now we know only the brain. So let's say when the brain becomes still, free of distraction, free of disturbances, free of conflicts and contradictions, when the mind becomes calm, it becomes the runway, just the beginning, from which one can take off to the higher levels of understanding, when you begin to understand what is true and what may not be true but appears to be true. For instance, example, if something is true, it must be true for eternity. M is sitting here, right? How long is this M going to last? Somebody else. After that, what happens? So is this M real? Actually, not permanent, impermanent. So the question asked in the Upanishad, and which the solution is offered through understanding, dialogue and practice, is there a reality in this M, for instance, sitting here, which lasts forever and doesn't die and go back, die and disappear? We don't know what happens to us. We keep working all our lives and then we are laid to rest. And then we think that is the only time we have peace. We always write in the grave, R.I.P. Rest in peace. We don't know if there is peace in there because we're not even aware under the earth what's happening. My Guru Maheshwarnath Babaji used to say, R.I.P. could also mean rise if possible. So, Vedanta is the understanding of that which is beyond appearances and which is the essence of your being, of our being, your present mind. And the good news is that when I say my being, in the depths of it, when I really realize it, my being is not different from your being. So therefore, when the Upanishad declared, the Mahavakya said, Tat Tvamasi, you are that, it meant, please understand that you are not what you think you are. But in true essence, you are a spark of that divinity which pervades this universe. And therefore, if it is in me, it must be in you. It can't be that it's exclusively in me. It's impossible.